This is Japan Vlog Service. Hi YouTube, Mike Biggett here. It's Sunday the 10th of May 2015. I'm in my local station and it's warm. It's really warm, it's humid. I like to walk a lot just to lose the weight. I'm pretty fat, as you can see. But yeah, you can't do it in this weather. This is the worst thing about Japan, actually. You want to think it's warm, let's go outside and drink some beers, right? Nah, it's not going to happen. The beers won't taste nice, you'll get fatter because you can't exercise. Because it's just too humid. But hey, shouldn't complain too much. Life could be much worse. But there is a serious thing I want to talk to you about today. I was chatting with some people about the Japan Times. I don't know, if you live in Japan, you may have noticed that recently the community pages have been cut from 3 to 2 pages, which may not sound that drastic. But here's the thing. That third page is Foreign Agenda, which is... It's an airing of problems, I suppose. I mean, yeah, at its worst, it's what I like to call gaijin complaining. But that's not to do it justice. It's a very useful forum, at least, to air issues. And sometimes, I've learned stuff about living in Japan from that. And yes, I have to declare an interest. I also have written for that from time to time. I've been published. But it's been cut. As Japan Times as a newspaper has generally. And part of that's a symptom of just print media generally, but also it's evidence of a worry. See, I think two things. The first is this. If I want the news about anything outside of Japan, I've got Google. I've also got British newspapers and American newspapers. I don't need Japan Times to tell me that Ed Miliband resigned and David Cameron won the election. I don't need him to tell me that whatever's going on in America. I don't need Japan to tell me about Ferguson or about racial discrimination in America or whatever news is going on. I've got Google and friends who will tell me that. I do need it, though, to tell me about Japan. And yet there has been a big cut in Japan news and to the community opinion, life and editorial pages. Because, yes, it's an English language paper, so it's not exactly... Well, it is a Japanese newspaper. It's owned by a Japanese man. It's a Japanese company. It is Japanese. But yes, it's not necessarily going to the audience, but it has something very distinctive to say with Japan Times, I feel. Something which is different from, say, the Yomiuri, of its English language version of the Japan News, or... Yes, it's similar to the Mainichi, but it's distinct from it. It has a certain opinion on Japan, and it's being cut. I really wish it wasn't. And yes, you could be cynical and say that Michael wants a writing job, and by the way, basically I do. But I would still read it even if I was not in it. Anyway, rant over. Just, if you're in Japan, check out the Japan Times on Monday and Tuesday. That's the community and opinion pages day. It used to be Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. It's not anymore. There's some on Sunday. But check it out. Right. It will help. If you like that sort of thing. You see, I can quite understand people who just don't think that newspapers should be doing blogs, community pages, that sort of thing. I can understand that as a reason not to buy it. But what I don't get is this. One of the persons who introduced me to Japan was a man called Donald Ritchie. He wrote many books about Japan. Check him out. Lateral View, Tokyo Nights. Really interesting work. And he got his start in life by being a columnist for Japan Times at some point, and he wrote an article called On Being a Foreigner in Japan, which I really recommend you all read if you're a foreigner in Japan, or if you're not. That is, if you want to know what it's like to be a foreigner in Japan, that chimes with many people. And that is, yeah, it's not news, I can understand that, but also it's really bloody good writing, so why would you want to stop that? Anyway, I'm going to put the iPhone down now because I've ranted enough, but yeah. As I say, we've got a typhoon on the way a little bit. I mean, it's not going to actually make landfall, I don't think, and when it does, it will be a tropical depression. But yeah, it's on its way, and it's windy, and it's too warm. But I just see ya.